Well, I'm watching the screen on Facebook, and
Says we're live, buddy.
well, in that case, I better come back then. I'm back.
He's back. It
I'm
says the
back.
show. Yeah, there we go. We're live. Um, I just had a lot of fun over there on my personal timeline. That was. I'm going to do that every week,
Good.
and I'm going to do other things during the week, just for chat's sake, right? So.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Broadcasting Your Community. Myself, David Burrows, and my friend Stephen Healey are your hosts. And I was just talking about, I went live on my personal timeline before I came live here to just chat with friends and maybe a little shameless self-plugging of our show here. And it obviously worked because Katherine Sears Lent is here, and she was over on the timeline watching as well. She's in Cincinnati. Thanks for stopping by, Katherine. How are you, Stephen?
I'm good. The sun is shining, and all is well with the world. Because we're live broadcasting, that helps.
Yeah, I get more and more excited every time I go live. I've got to find more time to go live more often because I just get excited when I do it, and I talk to you, and I talk to people, and I talk to people around the world, and it's just connecting communities together is fantastic.
It is, and you can meet new people. I mean, I've gone live today on Restream.io, and the reason for going live on Restream.io was to beta test a new feature, which allows you to go live to 2 or more Facebook pages at the same time.
On Restream?
On Restream.
Now
you're talking. So I went live on Be Live in 5, and I went live on Live Video Hub at the same time. Now, of course, the thing is, we know that you can't monitor both streams, and because you don't know whether it's going to work or not, you can't monitor any streams.
Right.
But it's good fun. It's good fun, and it worked. All I can say is it works. I shall report back to them.
Okay. Well, I have a Restream account. I'm just logging in here now.
Yeah, at the bottom you should see, if you go to connection, you should say new Facebook.
Are you talking Restream or Caster?
Restream. Honest. It should be at the bottom of the screen.
Says customers job. No, I don't see it.
Hang on. Let me catch up with you, and I've gone to repurpose, not Restream. That's predictive text sending me to the wrong place. Okay, I'm just waiting for that to load, and then I can confirm whereabouts it is on the screen.
Maybe everybody doesn't have it. Maybe you're special.
Well, I am beta testing it.
Oh, okay.
So all I can say is when I report back later today, I'll say it's working, because I went live on 2 Facebook business pages at the same time. Good quality signal, sound.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It worked. All of which brings us to caster.io.
Yes, let's go there.
Let's go there. We talked about it last week, and we said with caster.io, you can go live from your desktop using something like OBS or vMix. And you can go live to up to 35 destinations, but you choose 10 or less. And basically, you can just press the button, and it streams out over various sites all at the same time. And as if by magic, David has got the page we're talking about. No, we've had discussions with them, have we not?
Yeah. Well, I know, a couple of weeks ago, because you and I, unknowing to each other, discovered Caster, and you got to it before me. So that was interesting that we both found that. And you reached out to, how do you say his name again? Govinda, right? And I know he didn't say no, right? He just said, no, not yet. And I was on using Caster, and I had it wasn't really an issue. It was just something I didn't realize. I was trying to go live on Periscope.
Okay, yeah.
And the way it works differently than Restream is you have to go to your Periscope page and tell it to go live.
Yep.
Doesn't work through the API yet.
Right.
So he reassured me that I said, hey, that's cool. And so I asked for help on the page,
Yeah.
and it so happened it was him that responded. And this was on the weekend after hours when they're typically not answering questions. He came on himself, and for a good half an hour, we were talking about different features and stuff. And then I said, "Oh, you probably heard from my good friend Stephen Healey." And he's like, "Oh yes, are you David?" And next thing you know, so like it's a small world, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, and we're building up the pressure.
Yeah.
Because we
So
want him to come on.
yeah, so he did. He said timing, busy. There's some things coming down the pipeline. He wanted to wait. He is super busy. He is interested. He reconfirmed that with me. But there's some more features coming that he wants to wait until they put those out, was kind of the gist that I got. But the conversation between the three of us is open. So
that's good. Yeah, we'll snag him. We'll get him. He'll come on.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Kelly's out there. Hello, Kelly. Kelly, I asked Kelly. He was on my timeline broadcast earlier, and I've met Kelly several times in person. I've never asked him how to pronounce his last name.
I would go for Shada.
Shada. So I always say Shade. So Kelly, can you spell it out for me? So
yeah, phonetically.
Shade like a lamp, or I'm sitting in the shade, or Shade?
Shada.
Shada.
I don't know. Right.
Well,
Okay.
we'll see if we'll find out. Katherine says, by the way, just call me Katherine. I don't use the Sears. It's my maiden name when I put on Facebook, so people from long ago. Oh yeah, gotcha. Sounds like shoddy. Shoddy. You're kind of shoddy.
So both wrong.
You were closer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's German.
It's German, and das ist schade.
It's
the phrase that comes to mind.
Okay. Well, it looks like shoddy.
Okay, we're good.
But whatever. I'm closer than what I was before. He'll probably. I don't know what he means by that. Yes, shoddy job. Shoddy. Okay, shoddy. All right. Is that what you said?
No, I gave the German pronunciation.
Oh, it's pity in German.
That's correct.
Oh, and you would know because your
German. That's it. I'm learning German. Das ist schade. That's a pity. Yeah.
Oh boy, I can have fun with that. But I like Kelly, so I won't. Thanks for clearing that up, Kelly. Because I've been saying shady for a long time. Shade. I'm Kelly Shady. All right. So Caster, yeah, we're excited about that, and that's interesting about Restream as well. I'd be betting that Restream has heard about Caster.
I would think so. I think they all know about each other. I think be live watching both of them. But it is, I mean, multicasting is an area, it's a logical next area to go into, because for the last 2 years, since Facebook Live launched, we've said Facebook Live, Facebook Live, Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm.
But now we've got more options. I'll rephrase that. We've got more reliable options, and that's the key. In that, if I tried Restream last year, and it was fine on Periscope, less fine on Twitch, and not so good on YouTube, because obviously it's 3 different signals going out.
Yeah.
But this year it seems to improve. It seems to be stable, and it's good to have competition. When you've got 2 people in the race, like we've got Caster and Stream.io, then they're racing each other, and we win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also Switcher.
Yeah, Switcher Studio. Yeah.
No, not Switcher Studio.
Okay.
It used to be called Joycaster.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
I remember the one you're talking about. Yeah.
And it's actually the one where it's called Switchboard.live now.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, so there it is there. And it also works in the cloud by the looks of things. Meet Switchboard Cloud. Oh, so I'll have to look into that. So those are the three that it used to be that one and Restream were all I knew about, but now of course with Caster in there. So yeah, you're right. The races, and we've gone through this with YouTube and Facebook Live and that stuff before. It's like, well, who's going to put out the features? Who's going to give us what? And we've seen some other, Smile Time was in the race, and I really liked Smile Time for different reasons than Be Live. Sometimes I wish we could just take them all together and go like this. But
yeah, it's. I think we could take the best features of all of them and put them together. Say hello to RJ.
Hey, RJ. You know what, RJ? You and I got to connect again. We were connecting for a little while, and then I think I know some things changed in life for me, so we got to reconnect again. She's awesome.
I see. RJ got a message from your bot today. I got a message from your bot today.
How did that look?
It looks fine.
Does it? Okay.
You asked me to remind you when broadcasting to your community with David and Stephen goes live. So there you go.
And I haven't had anybody unsubscribe yet, so.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good going.
But they do. They do.
Well, it's like anything. People join and then leave and then join again. So
yeah. I don't sweat it.
Well, it's like losing a friend on Facebook. It's not the end of the world because it's swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, well, and I find funny too is, and it's terrible. I mean, I just can't help it because I'm on my Facebook every day. But I see that number like right now. On my personal Facebook, I'm 3,813 Facebook friends.
Okay, yep.
I could come back tomorrow, and that could be 3,811.
Yeah.
And then I used to go, did I piss two people off?
No.
Sometimes, well, sometimes Facebook does it, I think. That's been my experience because I've had people go, yeah, I saw you and I weren't friends anymore, and I wondered if I did something. And I'm like, no, I didn't do it. And then sometimes people get thrown in Facebook jail for being naughty.
Yeah.
And actually, I want to talk about that in a minute. So that could be it too. So interesting. Katherine has liked, commented, and shared this. She was listening to me earlier.
Brilliant. Thank you, Katherine.
I don't know if you were still on watching when I did that, Stephen, but I said people click the comment and the like, but they seem to have a hard time clicking that share button. I don't know why, but she did that. Now I see Jennifer, my Jennifer, likes the Show with David Burrows video, but Jennifer, what you have to do is come over to the Video Show Network page and watch. Click the link in that description above my horns there. Stephen's got shorter horns than me. And then you can watch and say hi. Sorry, I'm dominating the conversation here, but
I'm listening. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm really proud of my wife, Jennifer, because so she started this eyelash business, right?
Yeah.
And I've said to her, and I think I told you and a few others, I think Jason Franco was on with us that day. She needs to go live. She needs to go live. And when I told Jason what it was, he's like, oh my God, that is the perfect thing to go live with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the other day we had kind of a hard conversation about things you got to do to grow your business. And anyway, I was down here in the studio, and then she came down and she said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I said, you're going to do what? She says, I'm going to go live, but I don't know how to do it. There's Jennifer right there. I'm talking about you, honey. So she came right here beside me. I showed her how to go live, and she went up. She left me, and she went upstairs into her eyelash room, and she went live for the first time ever. And I was so proud of her for doing it because I know she was scared, and she was afraid and nervous and all that stuff. But the thing that I noticed was she was nervous in the beginning for about 30 seconds, But once she got talking about what she loves, she could have talked all day. She did one. She got 600 views on her page.
Right.
Her new page. So it's just so awesome. So now I'm telling her she needs to do it twice a week.
Well, congratulations, Jennifer. Once you've done the first show, the second one is easier. And the more you do, the easier it gets. And I caught part of the show. So my congratulations too.
Yeah, it's really cool. And it's because I know how hard it was for her to do, right? And, we talk about that camera confidence thing all the time. Molly Mahoney does a fantastic job of getting people in front of camera. And I think there's probably people that would like to join us on our show here, but they're like, yeah, I don't know if I want to get into that, right? She says once a week for now. Once a week for now is great, honey. It's your business. Yeah. You do whatever. So we have added one more person into the live streaming world.
Into our universe.
Yeah, that's right. So she's going to start a talk show and put me out of business. Because everybody likes Jenny Moons. Oh, wow.
Right. And there's a comment bit back from Katherine.
Oh, yeah. Check out some of Jason's wives.
Yeah.
Oh. What do we know about that?
We know that she broadcasts on her own as well.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Like on where would I find that?
That's a good question. Jason's probably shared it on his Franco page.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's a good place to go.
So she just recently started doing live, or is this something new for her?
I think it was. I mean, she's appeared on Jason's live before now. Hint, hint. And then she went off on her own. Yeah. Let's track in the comments. And RJ, Emily Franco, realtor.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, RJ. Okay. Okay, and Katherine and RJ agree. So she's a realtor.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Emily Franco, realtor. Well, let's show her off, shall we? There we go. There's her page, okay. Emily Franco, realtor. If we scroll down, oh, look at her. There's a familiar background.
There is. I've seen that before.
I wish we had audio for that, but she sounds great. It's cool to see more and more people getting into the live streaming, and I think we've really. Who's calling me? That's terrible.
We're live. You have to go in the lobby.
It's my son. He's gonna have to wait. If he calls back again.
This is live video. And RJ saying Emily's awesome, and Catherine's agreeing she is good. And Katherine again, Brigetti and I, forget her name, did a fantastic video last week about getting over the cringe. Right, that was right. Okay, well, you catch up on the comment. The show last week, which was in Belivers, was Brigetti. And also Angeline Shaw. So Angeline Shaw is the lady who is with Brigetti. They're talking about the cringe factor. And that was a good show too. Hello to Gina.
Hey, Gina.
And your Jennifer is making excuses now to leave and go and do something.
She's got to go to lunch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay. Thanks for joining us. And yes, right. We have Scotland's most famous cyclist has just typed guest.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not. You said that. I didn't say hello to Domingo. Nice to see you.
Hey, Dom. How you doing, buddy? Dom had a happy birthday to Dom. I know it was a few days ago, but we had a celebration at karaoke. I didn't know that. Anyway, it was happy birthday, Dom. Sorry I didn't get there sooner for you, buddy.
Right.
Yeah. Peter Stewart says yes. You typed guest, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Okay, well, he said yes to being Scotland's most famous cyclist.
Oh, okay.
Basically, he goes out for bike rides 20 or 30 miles, anywhere in between. And then he shares his route on Facebook with the phrase "never again." In other words, he's never going to go on a cycle ride ever again. Never again. And if you go to Facebook and you actually type in "never again," you will see him, because it's become his catchphrase.
I see.
Okay.
I don't see it anywhere. Stephen, can I ask a favor?
Yeah.
Can I let you go solo for a couple of minutes? Apparently, I need to call my son. So if you could take over for a few minutes,
okay, sure.
That'll be great. Thanks.
Right. Okay. Right. So the floor is mine. Right. Okay. I want to tell you about an upcoming event which takes place October 1st to 5th, and it's myself and David and RJ and Linda and Brigetti, and we are live on 5 Days Live, October 1st through October 5th. And it's on BeLive.tv, it's on the Live Video Hub, and we'll be talking and helping you with your live broadcasts. Now, in order to do that, there's a little thing you can do to help us now. If you could type in a topic that you'd like to know more about, be it camera confidence or improving your viewership or repurposing, if you could type in the comments now and say exactly what you'd like to know more of, then when we come to put together the schedule later this week, we'll include that topic. So what would you like to know? And I can see the comments going through. And Kevin, hello Kevin. Kevin's saying happy Monday. Peter's trying guest again. I can't help Peter because that's under the control of David at the moment. And I can't feature comments on screen either. It would be good if the co-producer feature of BeLive.tv came into being. And yep, Cheryl is on 5 Days Live too. And Kelly's saying yes, he has a new to hashtag, our friend Peter Stewart from Aberdeen in Scotland. And it's never again, Peter. But he just types in never again. If you search never again on Facebook, you'll find Peter. And Gina is saying, glad to be here. I tried commenting the last time I saw you, but I wasn't on the direct link. Keep sharing with me. We will. And it's good to see you on the correct link. It is something that I'm hoping that Facebook will change, is that, you know, you've got to click the link above to make sure you're on the right page. And if you do that, then we can feature your comments and we can talk about your comments. So keep your comments coming in. But my question was, in terms of live broadcasting, how can we help you? What information would be useful to you going forward? The last time we did 5 different topics, and we'd like to do the same again to help everybody in going live. Now, the other thing I've done today, besides working on the Live Video Hub, is that everybody stopped broadcasting on Periscope. So I've started. And I'm using vMix and Caster.io, and I'm going straight ahead to Periscope and getting a good reaction. So if you've not been on Periscope for a while, now is the time to go back. There's an audience out there waiting, as I proved earlier today, and they'll be glad to hear from you, I'm sure. Now, there is a show to watch tomorrow, and it's at 9 a.m. Eastern, which is 2 p.m. in the UK, and that's myself and Fonz Chamberlain, and we'll be joined by our good friend Ricky Rundle as she tours the city of Hull in the UK. Now, the idea is simple. Fonz and I are in the studio, and I can see David's come back. Fonz and I are in the studio, and we have a guest on mobile. Now, the guest tomorrow is Ricky Rundle, who founded the Professional Speakers Association in the UK in 1999, and she's going to be going around Hull on her mobile phone. It's a guided tour. So if you want to know more about Ricky and about Hull, then tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in the UK, and we look forward to seeing you there. And hello, David.
I'm back. Everything's okay.
You're back. Good. Good. Good to
Everything's
hear.
good. But apparently it still couldn't wait. I see. What else is out there? Kevin Jack says happy Monday. How you doing, Kevin?
Yeah.
And I don't know what you've talked about, so I'm catching up here. I see the hashtag now for Peter.
Yeah.
Never again, Peter.
Yeah. I talked about 5 days live, October 1st through 5th, with you, me, RJ, Linda, Cheryl, Brigetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
it's crept up on us. It's 2 weeks time.
2 weeks, yeah.
October 1st through 5th, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. If I forgot to say the time earlier.
Guess who's here?
I don't need to.
Hello.
Right, okay.
I got here eventually.
Well done, Peter.
I'm on
Hello.
my iPad. So hold on, I'll get his glasses cleaned. Hello, everybody. Have you been missing me?
No. With every bullet.
Yeah.
I wondered. I hadn't seen you in a bit, honestly.
Yeah, just life got in the way, doing things and running a business, and etc. You know.
Yeah.
And cycling.
Yeah. What's this? So, what's this cycling adventure about?
Keeping fit.
Yeah.
Keeping fit. And I take a Monday off now and go cycling. And it's become and it's amazing how over the weeks you get fitter and fitter and fitter. And hills that you use. Hills, we live in a very hilly part of Britain. And hills that you used to dread, you don't even think about now. You just learn the gears and whatever. So it's been fantastic. It's kept me sharp.
It's quite popular. I know around here, like we have a lot of cyclists. We actually have cycling lanes that have been installed in some of our roads here in Sarnia.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And we had the International Grand Fondo. Have you ever heard of that?
No. When they say I'm a leisure cyclist, it goes out with the club. But we're not speeders. We're not the Lycra type people. We're more the countryside, and the biggest debate is where we're stopping for coffee.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of cyclists around here too.
And the scones.
That's good.
But listen, I want to tell you something. Stephen knows I was reading Sean Spicer's book lately, and that's the guy that helped the campaign for the Trump candidate. And what did I learn about that? I'll tell you what I learned about it. Involved with what we do. You've really got to find out about the people that are going to come and listen to you, what they're like, where they are. And what they do is they try to get them to book in early. So what they try and do is get voters to vote early, right? With those that have to do postal votes and things. And it's the same with videoing. If you're going to have a show, there's no point trying the day before or on the day. I think you've got to build it up and let people know you're going to be at a certain time and keep them informed and have ask them questions about what they would like, etc. And then hit that go live button. And it's quite interesting and it's just the same as running a presidential campaign. Amazing.
Yeah, well, pre-promotion is definitely what's a big topic for sure. I've always compared, and guilty here, probably don't do it enough. I've started to do some other things like going live on my personal timeline before, like an hour before. But the World Wrestling, Vince McMahon from WWE, he figured it out a long time ago. So when you have an event, when you have, especially the major events, when you have WrestleMania, as soon as the match is over, who's the first guy they talk to, the winner or the loser? They talk to the loser first.
Right, okay.
Okay, and then they go to the winner because they already know who won and they know why. It depends how they lose, but my point is they talk about it and they're like, it doesn't matter. I'm here at WrestleMania today. I'll see you at whatever the next one is. I'll see you at Monday Night Raw, or I'll see you at SummerSlam, or whatever the next meeting. So promoting event to event is really important, right? So it's this week on my show, next week I'll be there. I've tried to. It's hard sometimes because you don't always know who your guests are far enough in advance, but to promote event to event, and it's definitely a campaign to put yourself out there. I agree. Stephen,
I'll tell you what shocked me just recently, Stephen, just to let you know this. I was in speaking to people and they were having a look at my Facebook site. And I'd done the Mousy Men for the first couple of weeks and haven't been able to do it anymore. Do you know how many views it's had? It's had 7,000 views. Where did they come from? The Mousy Men. I done the Mousy Men show, talking about pest control. And I've had 7,000 views, and I don't know where they've come from.
Well, you'd have to check your analytics, I would think, Stephen.
Yeah. I'll tell you the source of it. It won't tell you who's watched, but it'll tell you where it's come from.
Yeah.
Right. And what do you mean by where it's come from?
Whether it's come from promotions that you've done, or just by Google search, or by Twitter, or wherever you promoted it.
Well, we never promoted it. We just hit the button and went for it. Mousy Men show. 7,000 views. I'm impressed. Yeah. Okay. Back to you.
That's fantastic though. Yeah, I'd go back onto your page and look through your analytics, and probably have to dig deep, but it'll tell you what country, whether male or female, age, and from that you should be able to. I don't know how many shares did you get on it. That's a factor too, right?
Yeah, I'll go and have a look at that. I mean, I've found Facebook really good. I've done a Facebook advert this year with a picture. I had to take on an extra man because I've done extraordinarily well out of it. Unbelievable.
Well, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah. So, but videos is the way to go. I've really got to make more videos for business alive, and then just keep them up there and bit of questioning now and then,
Yeah.
So
no question about live being Facebook's number one part of the algorithm there. That's for sure.
Yeah. So what's new then? I haven't been on for a while. What are you talking about today?
Oh, we were talking about Caster and Restream. It allows you to rebroadcast to more than one platform. And Stephen's been investigating into Caster. Yeah. And beta testing. Is it Restream you were beta testing, right, Stephen?
Yeah, Restream.io, the ability to go live on more than one Facebook page, profile, or group all at the same time, which could be very, very useful. Although the thing is, you have to have somebody to monitor each of the pages.
Well, there's that, and let's talk about that multicasting, I guess you call it. Is there always value in doing that? I think sometimes, like for the obvious, we go, I want to go live everywhere. I want to be everywhere. Well, if you're doing a rock and roll show, it's kind of like the Blues Brothers. Remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
And the Blues Brothers, they were the Blues Brothers, and they ended up in a country bar. It doesn't work, right?
No.
So you figure out where your audience is. Similar to what Peter's saying. Like, well, how did I get these 7,000 views? But some of my people are not on Twitter. So is there value in me going live on Twitter? It depends what I'm broadcasting. When I do the Sting games, I go live everywhere because everybody in every world, most people love hockey. So it doesn't matter what platform you're on. Doing this, that'd probably be nice to go live on Twitter and everywhere else too. So I don't know, Stephen, what are your thoughts on that? Do you see where I'm kind of going?
You went live on your own personal profile today to promote this show, but also to talk to friends. I went live on Periscope to talk about the show and to talk about people to people I don't know, because I haven't been live on Periscope for quite a while. And I got some interaction on there. I got views on there. Whether that will result in people coming over to Facebook, don't know. But I think it's, if you're consistent and you have a topic, then you can sort of build a following and an audience, and they will follow you back. We're at the beginning of a big experiment, really, to see, because nobody else is broadcasting on Periscope, so I thought I might as well do so, and engage with new people and bring them back over to Facebook to actually watch the live shows. So today I was promoting our show, and also the show I Live Here Tomorrow with Fonz and Ricky Rundle. So what I did notice, and this is interesting, if you go live on Periscope and Twitter, on Twitter what happens is you actually get the ability, when you've finished, to add additional tweets. So as soon as I finished broadcasting, I took a link to our show and the text from our show, and I put that into a tweet. And then I went to the show tomorrow, took the text and the link and put that in a tweet. So that video now has 2 tweets underneath it. Right. And when people see the either the 2 tweets, they will be shown the video. Yeah.
Okay.
So the number of people watching the video goes up.
Yeah.
So it's a way of building an audience, I think.
Yeah. Well, and I used to go, well, my Sting games, I keep coming to that because it's something I do often. I'm getting back into that again. I used to go live everywhere, including Twitch.
Yeah.
And then I stopped going live to Twitch as well because I thought, well, it's mostly gamers. But what I found was I had a few, and I wasn't getting a lot of views. Sometimes I was getting 0 views. But what I found was, as I've grown on Twitch, I've had a couple of people say, oh, that's really cool what you're doing. Where is that? And stuff. So I might only be getting a couple of views, but it's a start from 0, right?
That's right.
And so I go live there as well. And I'm going to be doing, so I do 2 broadcasts a week right now on Twitch. Monday and Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern is my schedule.
Okay.
And then, but I want to do, and that's playing video games. But I want to do a talk show on there as well because there's a lot of room for talk shows still on Twitch. So I used to think, well, no, I need to just be on Facebook or just YouTube or just Twitter. I think it's okay to be everywhere. You might not get the same results everywhere. When I do my Sting broadcasts on Facebook, I get, I can get a few hundred views. On Periscope, I'll get 15 to 20. But it's 15 to 20 more that I didn't have.
That's true. It's true. It is meeting new people. Do you have a blog?
Do I have a blog?
Yeah. Do you have a blog site?
No.
I don't think I've asked you before.
No, I don't. Do you know why I don't have a blog site?
I'm listening.
I can't spell blog. That's why. I'm not a writer.
Well, see, that's the assumption. That's the assumption. I mean, you can't do everything. We've said this so many times, but with a blog, what you can do is bring things together. Yeah.
Right.
So, for example, okay. After this show will be on my WordPress blog within an hour, and it will have a link back to the video. It will have the comments, some of the comments that people have made, and that's a blog post written. Yeah. Now, the thing is that people outside Facebook can see my blog, because what I do is I then promote it using Twitter.
Okay.
And that basically, at the moment, I've got roughly 6,000 people a month actually visiting the blog site. So that's totally outside what I do on Facebook. And that means that I can not only link in Facebook videos, I can link in YouTube videos, I can link in Twitch videos, I can put my Periscope there. And when I did the caster.io session, I was able to show the video as it is on Periscope, the video as it is on YouTube, and the video on Twitch. So people can actually compare the 3. Yeah. So it's a way of tying Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube, all into one place. Yeah.
Right. Could I just, this week, guys, I was away at a social media talk about a guy that's got a car showroom, and he uses it very well. And every Saturday, people look in, and he goes round and shows all their cars that have come in this week and say, this is our latest car in, and they go round the yard and they're showing all the stock, and they're getting thousands of people looking in, and they use social media very, very well. And he was just trying to give other people in the room encouragement. I mean, I picked up a couple of tips and things like that, but he uses LinkedIn for videos as well. But Facebook, people watch, and they said one day it was a very rainy day, and this is, oh, come on, do it, and they did a brolly, and people were laughing because the brolly got blown away and everything. But guess what? People came down that day and bought cars. And,
Yeah.
And they actually look every week. So I thought it was a very good use of social media and videos live as well. You know, but they just do Facebook live videos straight. They don't use a platform. You know?
Okay. So Stephen, back to you. Here's the question. How do I do it? Do I have to have a WordPress website?
Yeah, you need a WordPress website, and you can set one of those up for about $80, and basically that covers you for a whole year. And then you need Annie's plugin, or as Katherine said, you can do it yourself, and it will take you. Every Facebook video we do has an embed code.
Yeah.
So take the.
Yeah, go ahead.
You take the text that you've written on the video, because you've already done that. You create a blog post using that text, and then underneath that you embed the video itself.
Right.
So that what you've actually got then, and you've not written a thing because you're copying what you've already done, is you've got the text, you've got a link back to the original on Facebook because that's already there because you put it in the text to make sure everybody ends up here today. And that blog post you can then promote.
So I have a Wix website. I already have a website.
Okay.
And I have blog capability in there.
Well, same thing. Try it.
Would that be the same thing then? Like, it doesn't have to be WordPress, does it?
Peter's got a point.
Stephen, what do you mean by copy the text you've already put in?
Well, if you look at the post for this video, David wrote, I'm trying to get this right. David has already written, and I'm just waiting for this to come up, and I'm going to stop that. Turn the sound off. It's got the hashtag BTYC 2018, broadcasting to your community September 17, 2018 with David Burrows and Stephen Healey. And it says broadcasting to your community, conversation about live streaming and other fun and humorous things. Mm-hmm. You never know who will show up.
So you're just saying copy and paste that and put that into your blog.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you put Twitter to take them to your blog, and then blog takes them to Facebook.
If you want, but you can embed the video from Facebook into your blog.
Right. Yeah? Now, can I make a suggestion how you monitor that, David?
Sure.
Have you got clicky.com?
Clicky.com.
Right. Write down clicky.com. It's an analytics program which I use all the time. It's very good, right? Clicky. You're allowed to register one website free. Okay?
Okay.
And it tells you who's visiting your site, where they've come from, how long they've been there, what time they've been there, what platform they used. Was it a mobile? Was it this?
Oh, yeah.
Was it that?
I have that. It's
very good, and it'll be able to tell you if people are going to your blog. It'll tell you the blog page that's where they went, and how long they stayed there is more important as well.
Yeah.
So it's quite.
Yeah, I have another system that does that for me already.
Okay.
But that's good to know. I'll check it out. You never know if there's more features there.
Wow. Right. And Katherine is confirming that you can do it on Wix, David.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I thought. Thanks for that, Katherine, because I'm looking at it right now. Like, maybe I'll bring this up.
Okay.
Now we got all four of us. Yeah, like I was using it for news. I used to post news, and then I would share that to my website.
Yeah.
I'm not very diligent about it, but and I was sharing like police news and stuff like that. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm not that guy. Let the radio station do the news. I do the positive stuff only. But I never really thought, yeah, so I could be embedding and sharing my videos into this as well. I do on my website. If you go to it, theshowlive.live
Okay.
or the videoshownetwork.com.
So is your blog inside your Wix as well? Your website?
Yeah, just like it would be inside your WordPress, right? So
yeah, so it'll give you more traffic then to your website.
Yeah. So I just haven't really but I've never put my videos in there, so I guess I should do that, right? And start using
Well,
it more.
you've got choices. You can either do every single video, or you can at the weekend say, right, okay, I'm going to take the videos I've done during the week, where I've done them on TVSN or your other Facebook pages, and bring them all into one blog and say this week's shows on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, if you do go to my website, you'll see on the main page, for example, if you scroll down.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring that up here too. Mr. Multitasker today.
You're doing well.
Right.
Men don't multitask. You're doing well.
I don't know. What's going on? It's easy, David. I can help you with the Wix stuff. I even run I'm happy to talk with you, Catherine. I appreciate you offering that. I'm very familiar with Wix, and it does have the blog, and there's lots. I do stuff there all the time. So there's why am I not scrolling? Doesn't want to scroll. Oh, there we go.
Yep, we're off.
Yeah, I'm sucking so much bandwidth here. But there you can see it's still loading. That's terrible. Oh, that's because it wants me to join my mailing list.
Oh.
Shameless self.
All the secrets are coming out now.
Shameless self-promotion. Anyway,
folks,
they're not.
I'm going. Catch you later.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Peter. Nice to see you.
Cheers, Peter. Bye. Shameless self-promotion occasionally is good.
Yeah. Okay, they're loaded. So you can see, so I embed like Positive Power with Michelle Dion, and there's our show right now. Well, I have to update it, right? I didn't do it. Normally I do it before I go live, but I forgot. And there's my so that's the same idea, right? And then so here's the blog.
Yep.
So I can add whatever I want. Now I've never let's try this here. Let's see. What if I go over to us?
Okay.
Let's experiment live. See more options. Where is it? Embed.
Yep. This is a live demonstration.
And we'll copy that. Copy that, Roger. Okay. New post.
Yep.
Oh, this is slow. Okay, there's video, right? So video, when I click on that, I don't know if that's going to let me introduction to Wix code. I don't care. Oh, it wants me to put in a link. HTML. Is that what I want?
Yeah.
Insert HTML embed code. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Please work.
Of course, there you are. Brilliant.
That's friggin' awesome, Batman. Look at that. I never would have thunk to do that.
Right. Brilliant.
I'm so happy today.
We're live. Just prove it by putting my hands up and yeah.
So, okay, well, let's finish this then. I guess, like you said, we'll go. Oh, I'm so excited. I got more. I don't have enough to do. So I think I would probably I wouldn't take it all.
No.
I'd probably just take this, right? That's all we need. And we're going to go back to there. And then we're going to go there. And we're going to go there. And there it is.
Yep.
And we're going to, oh, what the heck? Get out of my way. Okay. Broadcasting your community, and I did put the hashtag in, but we're going to put that in ourselves. We're going to publish it.
Okay, go for it. We're good.
We're published.
The world first.
That's fantastic. So now, if you go to my website, well, that probably, it's there.
Yeah.
It's there. Wow, that's cool. Something new. Well, and there we go. You just never know what's going to happen here on Broadcasting Your Community. And you can schedule them. Oh, yeah. Can you schedule them now?
If
the
when
posts?
you
schedule them.
Right, okay. Catherine's saying, can you embed a scheduled show? The answer to that is yes. And then when you go live, it goes live too.
But I think she's saying in the Wix blog, I can schedule that, which, yes, I did.
I forgot. Okay,
I forgot, but I did know that. Thanks, Catherine, for that reminder. That's good to know, too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Catherine, when you schedule to be live, yes. Then you can schedule the Wix, too. Yeah, like that's really brilliant, actually, is I can, when I schedule our show, then I can take that embed code, put it in my blog, schedule it to go post at noon.
Yeah.
There we are. People can watch from everywhere.
Indeed.
Oh,
the power.
Like I just feel like I won the golden ticket to the Willy Wonka factory.
Well, you see, the thing is that people outside Facebook can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, and this is good timing for me too, actually, because I'm rebranding a bit, right? You know, like the Video Show Network, for example, is about connecting communities through the power of live streaming.
Yeah.
It's not about what it was before where, brought to you by the Video Show Network is David Burrows over there. This is all about the Talk Show Hub now. And I've been wanting to change my website that was the Video Show Network. I still have those links, but I also have the show live.live. I want people to go to that website for the purpose of going to learn more about the show with David Burrows. Right, so there's a lot of changes going on there right now, and that just added to it all even better. So
it brings it all together, ties it all up.
So excited! Well, it's good to see Peter in there too because I haven't seen him in quite like forever.
He's been under pressure because he's too successful at the moment, business-wise, and. He took a break from live video, but I sense he's on his way back now. Actually good. Yeah.
Well, there's Katherine again. Even if it's not people clicking, there's all the behind-the-scenes Google SEO stuff, link back, create authority within the Google. Yeah. It's just good to have it there anyway, right? For discoverability, I guess, is probably a good.
Oh, it is because it's another way for people to find you. And once Google finds you, I mean, Google will not promote anything we do on Facebook to a large extent, but it will promote your blog posts.
Yeah.
And that's part of the key. And I'm just going through to the videos on TVSN. Oh, right. Okay. I just got a message from Erin. Right. Okay. We're good. So I'm just fighting my way through to the blog post because this is the easiest way to do it. To the video. And now I'm on the live video, and I can now type in the immortal words when it catches up. Stephen's website, because let's be fair. But I'm only doing this because it actually features you.
No.
There you are. Okay. We've done both live.
Where did that go? Oh, there's Stephen's website. The Art B. It's in the descriptions below.
Indeed.
Well, this has been it's been a good show. You know, it's nice to see somebody join. Katherine, I was really hoping you would join us on camera. I don't know if how much you were watching me earlier, Stephen, but Katherine lives in Cincinnati, and we're going on a trip in December. And I guess part of that is we're going through Cincinnati.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out a way to go through my Facebook. I think I figured out if I go into my settings on my timeline and I change the city that I live in, then you can go to find your friends that live in your same city. So if you tell it I live in Cincinnati, it'll show me everybody I know in Cincinnati. So I'm trying to figure out who along the way I might be able to stop and have lunch with and meet in person.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Or something, right? So that's Catherine's pretty excited about us meeting up together. Oh, she typed guest.
Right. Okay.
There you go. And we guilted her into it. Or something. Fantastic. Yeah, so I'm excited about that because, in the traveling thing, and I don't do as much traveling as I'd like to, but I thought, well, geez, I wonder if I'm going to be driving right by somebody's house that I have interviewed or met online, right? So I'm trying to find your comment.
Right.
But everything's slow because I'm broadcasting, so I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, I know.
But that's okay.
And Catherine's saying I've got a bot. I've got several bots on my website.
And there she be. Hello, Katherine. Hi. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. How are you today?
Oh, I have a delay. How do I get rid of the delay?
Are you watching on Facebook?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, let me close that link. Hold on. Okay. I had to get rid of that link of the video.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm learning. Oh, and by the way, here. Hi.
Oh, that's your. Oh, yeah. We were talking earlier. She's like, "Oh, you got a new pillow."
Okay.
And I said, "Well, it's not new. He was bad boy, and he was down here in the corner. And then he got lonely, so I put him up there now. So you got the purple one.
This is my movie pillow. Like if we're watching a scary movie, I got a pillow.
Ah, okay. I used to have my friend had bricks. They were spongy bricks, and he had about 10 of them. So if he was watching a sport game that he wasn't happy about, he could throw it at the television. That's true. They sold them years ago. It was a big hit. Yeah. So you're in. So how big is Cincinnati?
I don't know. It's a small city. It's a tertiary type of city. It's very self-contained. It has everything. It's got like pro sports teams and museums. It really has everything that you'd need, and it's more affordable and accessible than, let's say, like New York City, where I'm from. Like if you wanted to go spend a day in the city, like in Manhattan, parking alone is, you're just going to spend hundreds of dollars. So here you could go in, spend the day, for a reasonable, cost, and it has everything.
Because we're looking to I guess we're going to be going through Cincinnati to get to where we're going eventually. Mm-hmm. I see here it says 200 and almost 300,000 is the population of Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's a reasonable size. It's like a tertiary,
So it wouldn't be hard to get to you then. It's not like Toronto where there's 2 million people and it'd be like, oh, I'm coming through Toronto. Can I stop by? Right, and
it's like 100 miles away. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's everything is within like a 40-minute, 45-minute,
Okay.
circle. And it's a circle. It has a loop around the city, and so you're gonna have to go on that loop. It's one way or the other.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if this is it, here's Cincinnati, and then your highway, you'll be coming from the north, right? And so you'll come down, and you'll either go this way down south, or you'll go that way down south. I'm over.
Okay. So there's cool stuff to do then.
Yeah, and what I like is because northern Kentucky is part of our suburb of Cincinnati, even though it's a different state, right? And they have a nice area there called Newport, Kentucky. Okay. It's on the levee. They call it Newport on the levee. And it's a nice little plaza, and they have things there. You're overlooking the river. It's lovely. You can see the whole Cincinnati skyline. So it's actually kind of more cool to see it from the Kentucky side.
Well, we're going to we're going to Graceland, and we're going to the Mammoth Caves and stuff. So I don't know if that would all fit in there.
That's further south, so that would be after.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have to.
But Newport would be a great place to meet up for sure, because it's just attractive. It's a tourist thing. It's got the views. It's got the photo ops.
Okay. All right. Well, what I'll have to do is I'll have to set up a video chat with you and my wife.
Okay.
she's the boss and she's the planner and she's got all the money. So
Yeah. Well, when you plan the route, like on a map, look for where Newport is, and then arrange it so that you drive appropriately that way.
all right, cool.
And Newport's about 40 minutes from me.
Okay.
All
right. We'll make it work. There's some other people I think in Cincinnati that I've had on the show too, so we might be able to.
That's a good central place to be. And they have some restaurants there, and like one of them is called Tom and Chi, CHEE, like cheese,
Yeah.
but it's Chi. So Tom and Chi is a grilled cheese sandwich specialty shop, gourmet, grilled cheese sandwiches, amazing, wonderful.
Oh, wow.
And they have like a New York hot dog stand, Brooklyn hot dogs, and they have
You're making me hungry.
Other things, and they have a Cold Stone Creamery, and that's nice ice cream after the.
Oh man, I'm ready to go now.
There's an aquarium, which is costly, and of course that's something that you would probably not do because you'd be spending hours there.
Well, however, my wife is big into fish. She's got 3 aquariums here in the house, so that is something she would want to do.
So
and I guess is Dollywood in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Is that where?
No, that's like Tennessee or something.
Tennessee, yeah. I think she's wanting to go there because there's an aquarium there as well too. So, well, we'll have to get together outside of here and talk some more. But I appreciate you coming on and sharing that. We're past the hour here. And I know I've got to move on. I got to eat now, thanks to Katherine, because I'm really hungry. Katherine, thanks so much for hopping on. Appreciate you, and I appreciate you clicking the share button and engaging with our show. It helps us out a lot.
Thank you.
Right on. All right, Stephen. Well, we'll let you wrap things up.
Okay, that's another hour gone. Toby has joined us live. Thank you very much. We've really enjoyed the show. Thank you to Peter for joining us on camera. Thank you to everybody for your comments and questions. And we look forward to seeing you next Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern, here on the Video Show Network.
Yeah,
with David Burrows, Stephen Healey, and hopefully Katherine again next week. Okay, take care. See you soon.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody. Bye for now.